Okay, hello, welcome. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be kind of showing you a little bit behind the scenes of how I designed my Moroccan collection. In the last few videos, I kind of took you through like some of the sketches that I did, or how I did some of the paintings and stuff. So this one, I'm going to kind of show you all the different patterns that I created, and I'm going to be kind of uploading all of them to the different like manufacturers that I partner with, and creating all of like the mock-ups and product descriptions and different things like that. So, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I just got home. I actually just got my hair cut. You may not be able to tell, but I think it looks really nice. They gave me some long layers, but anyway, I made it back home and I'm gonna start this video with not being productive, which I feel like I never do, but I'm gonna kind of relax this evening. I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner and kind of chill on the couch, but yeah, that's the plan for right now. So let's just get into making some dinner and relaxing. Hello, good morning. So I am trying to figure out how to spend my morning, and I've decided I'm going to kind of work on a little bit of computer work here, kind of doing some like video editing and things like that. I have just finished up my Moroccan collection, which I'm really excited about. I feel like this one has been kind of challenging to work on, but there have been, just some changes that I've had to make along the way, which is very normal, but it's just been a little more time consuming than my normal collections and normal like design processes. So yeah, I can kind of show you what I've been working on. I started with a series of 3 different pages of paintings in my sketchbook and sketched all of those out, and I showed you those in like the last couple videos too. So yeah, I painted a series of like palm trees and lanterns on one page, and then I did a bunch of different like little pattern pieces that I can use, some little squares and different like tile shapes and different things like that. And then I did some little door frames and did a whole page of them. And then when I was scanning everything into Photoshop and like trying to arrange everything, I realized the doors did not look very symmetrical, and they didn't scan in very well, and so it made it difficult to like arrange them into a pattern. And I played around with it a ton, and it just like was not working out at all, which was so frustrating because I loved how those doors turned out on the page. So I thought maybe instead of like using the ones that I've painted, maybe I can like replicate them like digitally on the iPad, and then I can have more control over some of like the color changes, and I can definitely make it more symmetrical that way. So I started repainting all of them on the iPad, which took a while since I'm like still learning how to use this, and like use it in a way where like my painting style on paper is similar to like the iPad style. So I'm still like working on that. My deadline is like quickly approaching for like this pattern collection to be finalized. So I decided I'm just gonna maybe deal with the doors later and create the collection without them, and just use all the different pieces that I've already painted out. So yeah, let me show you kind of what I have put together so far. Okay, so I forgot to add that I actually did one more page after the doors in my sketchbook, and I painted these different framed illustrations with a teapot in one and a lantern in the other, and I added a bunch of different like tropical leaves around it, and I think they're really cute, and I wasn't sure how I was gonna arrange them to make them fit into like a nice wall art piece. So I just had them originally without the borders and stuff, and then I added in the border just to give it a little bit more interest on the page, and I feel like it ties together pretty well. And then I isolated out the palm trees that I painted and then added a circle around it. I added some texture to the background of the circle to kind of make it pop a little bit more, give it some depth, make it feel a little more dimensional. So for the patterns, I used a bunch of tropical leaves that I actually painted for another summer collection that I did a while back, and then I painted some fresh ones for this one and used the lantern details, little tile details, those framed illustrations that I did with the leaves, incorporated those into a pattern. I used the tile pattern that I did for my Mediterranean collection and then just kind of recolored it for this one because I felt like that kind of tied in with some of the tile themes here, and then used those palm trees again and did a little lined pattern too. Yeah, these are all the ones that I've created for this. I actually really like how they turned out, and I just kind of need to go ahead and add all of the pieces to my website and create all the mock-ups for them, the product descriptions, everything like that. So that's going to be kind of a time-consuming and tedious part of it, but I'm going to go ahead and get started working on that and see what we can get done. So it's a few days later and I made it home from work and I actually went for a quick walk outside, and I do have a little bit more work that I need to get done tonight. So I am launching my Moroccan collection, which is what I've been working on and sharing with all of you. So there's a lot of like behind the scenes kind of tedious work involved in like uploading all of those. I have to create all of the mock-ups and add them to all the different manufacturers that I partner with, and then make sure all the product descriptions and pricing and everything is accurate on my shop. So there's just a lot of work involved. I've done probably about half of it. I still have a few more mock-ups I need to create and a few more things that I need to do on like my website. So hopefully that won't take too long since I've already made so much progress with it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to work on tonight, and I think it'll be nice. I can like put on a little, I don't know, I'm thinking of like maybe a podcast or something in the background, but I am going to heat up my dinner really quick and then dive into some work. Created all of the mock-ups and I kind of uploaded everything to my shop and fixed all of the product descriptions and made sure that everything was kind of synced together. There's one product that part of the products didn't actually sync, so I have to like redo those, but honestly that shouldn't take really long. I may just like finish that up in the morning. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna go upstairs and kind of read for a little bit before bed. So I think that's the plan for now. So I got up really early this morning and I've been trying to finish up adding the rest of the products that weren't syncing yesterday. So I've got all those up and running and I'm trying to kind of plan out some other pieces of content and stuff for this collection and trying to get all of that together as soon as I can. So I think I'm going to work a little bit on the like social media planning and stuff for my business, and then I also have some planning that I need to do for the other business that I work for. So I'm going to try to get that in. I have about an hour before I need to head to work. So yeah, let's see if I can get some of that done. I did just make my coffee, so this is helping me wake up a little bit. But yeah, let's just dive into work and see what we can get done. work done, which feels really good. I feel like I planned a lot and then kind of had to scrap my plan and like replan it just for things, but you know, that happens. So feels good to have that kind of taken care of, but it's time for me to go to work. So I'm gonna go there and have a full day. I think I'm gonna try to run tonight. So yeah, I'll probably talk to you then. Okay, so I just got home from my run. It went really well. I feel like I've kind of slowed down a little bit with running and I kind of need to like build up my endurance with it, but there was no humidity today, so it felt really nice outside. It was sunny. It was a little bit cooler. There was like a really nice breeze, and yeah, I kind of ran kind of along the water. So yeah, it was just really, really pretty. And I did about 5 miles, so that feels really good. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick shower, and then I'm making some chocolate chip cookies tonight that have a little bit of a fall spin to it to kind of take to work tomorrow for like a lunch that we're having. So yeah, should be a fun evening. So yeah, let's just get started on all that. Good morning. So I've just made my coffee. Actually, I've kind of been working prior to making my coffee. I usually like to wait for, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour before waking up before I actually like drink my coffee, just because I like to have water and stuff beforehand. But anyway, so I've kind of been working on planning out some things that I want to get done this morning and kind of transferring files over to my laptop from my phone and from my like SD drive and stuff on my camera. So planning on getting some editing done today and kind of doing some different videos and stuff for social media and doing some more things for like my Moroccan collection, kind of launching some videos for that and kind of putting together some of the just some different videos to share the process of painting and the pattern design and all of that. So that's going to be what I'm working on today. Also some work for the other job that I have. So I'm gonna get a few things done for them. Let's just see what we can get done before heading into work today. I started by painting a page filled with repeating shapes. I started by made a ton of progress on my work and I got a lot of editing done, which feels really good. And now I'm headed to work to have a full day, and I think we're gonna take a nice long walk after work tonight. So I'm excited for that and looking forward to it. But yeah, let's just have a productive day at work and I will talk to you soon. Okay, so I just got home from work and my plan was to go for a walk, but I think I'm stressing out a little bit about all of the work projects that I have right now. I have a lot of editing that I need to do, and I think I would feel a lot better if I just kind of got a lot of that work done tonight because I know I'm going to work on a lot of it tomorrow. I may also go to an event with my friend tomorrow. I just want to make sure that I'm kind of on track with all of my work projects. So I think I'm going to spend tonight kind of editing and getting some work done, and then tomorrow morning we can go for a run, maybe that event, and more work done tomorrow. So I think that's the plan for tonight. So let's just get into it.